Top 5 medical breakthroughs you should know in 2025. A powerful Healthology monologue, approx. 1,800 words. In 2025, the world of medicine has entered a thrilling new era, one defined by astonishing scientific innovation, remarkable cross-disciplinary collaboration, and a vision of healthcare that feels more personal, predictive, and preventative than ever before. The lines between biology, technology, and artificial intelligence are blurring in ways that once belonged only to science fiction. Diseases that were once incurable are now facing their first true challengers. Diagnostic tools are becoming faster and smarter, and therapies are being tailored down to the molecular level of each individual's DNA. For anyone who cares about health, longevity, and the future of human well-being, 2025 is not just another year. It is a landmark moment in the story of modern medicine. So, let's dive into the top 5 medical breakthroughs you should know in 2025 and explore how they are reshaping the way we live, heal, and hope. Let's begin with breakthrough number 1, the discovery of regulatory T cells and the FOXP3 gene, a revolution in immune tolerance. This year, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to 3 scientists, Mary Brunkow, Fred Ramsdell, and Shimon Sakaguchi, for their groundbreaking work on how our immune system learns to tell the difference between friend and foe. Their research revealed the central role of regulatory T cells, or TREGs, and a gene called FOXP3, which act like the peacekeepers of the immune system. In simple terms, these cells prevent our body from mistakenly attacking itself. Autoimmune diseases, such as type 1 diabetes, lupus, multiple sclerosis, or rheumatoid arthritis, occur when the immune system loses this ability to self-regulate and turns its weapons inward. For decades, we have treated these illnesses by suppressing the immune system broadly, leaving patients vulnerable to infections and side effects. But now, understanding the FOXP3 pathway means we can begin to train the immune system rather than blunt it. This opens the door to highly targeted treatments that can calm autoimmunity, reduce organ transplant rejection, and even fine-tune cancer immunotherapies. In the long run, this discovery might help us design therapies that teach the body to achieve perfect immune balance, attacking invaders when needed and standing down when the threat is gone. It's a new era of immune precision, not just suppression, but intelligent modulation. Moving on to breakthrough number 2, the non-invasive ultrasound helmet, deep brain treatment without surgery. Imagine treating Parkinson's disease, depression, or obsessive-compulsive disorder without cutting into the skull, without wires, and without implants. In 2025, researchers from University College London and Oxford have created an extraordinary device, a wearable helmet that uses advanced transcranial-focused ultrasound to stimulate or silence specific regions of the brain with pinpoint accuracy. For decades, deep brain stimulation, DBS, has been a lifesaver for people with severe neurological disorders, but it required invasive surgery, electrodes placed deep into the brain. Now, with ultrasound technology guided by AI-driven brain imaging, doctors can achieve similar results without opening the skull. The helmet uses multiple ultrasound emitters that converge sound waves at specific depths, allowing clinicians to modulate brain circuits responsible for movement, emotion, or memory. In early trials, patients with Parkinson's disease experienced remarkable improvement in tremors, mood, and cognition, all with no surgical incision. The implications are enormous. Non-invasive brain therapy could revolutionize how we approach not only neurological diseases, but also mental health disorders like depression and PTSD. The brain, long seen as too delicate or mysterious to touch, is becoming a programmable organ. And this means that in the coming years, we might be able to tune the brain as easily as we adjust a musical instrument, restoring harmony where disease once caused dissonance. Now, let's talk about breakthrough number 3, the new age of gene editing, CRISPR 3.0 and beyond. It has been nearly a decade since the first CRISPR technology burst onto the scene, giving scientists the ability to cut and paste DNA like an editor fixes text. But in 2025, we have entered what experts are calling the third generation of gene editing, often referred to as CRISPR 3.0. These new versions, including base editing and prime editing, are far more precise, safe, and efficient than the original CRISPR-Cas9 tools. Traditional CRISPR worked like scissors, cutting both strands of DNA to insert or remove genes. The new methods, however, act like microscopic pencils and erasers, rewriting individual letters of the genetic code without creating dangerous breaks in the DNA. In clinical trials across the United States and Europe, patients with inherited blood disorders such as sickle cell disease and beta thalassemia are seeing life-changing results. One single gene correction can now permanently restore healthy red blood cell production, effectively curing what was once a lifelong debilitating illness. But the scope of CRISPR 3.0 doesn't stop there. Scientists are exploring how gene editing can tackle cholesterol regulation, inherited blindness, muscular dystrophy, and even viral infections like HIV. What's truly revolutionary is that this technology is becoming safer and more affordable. Instead of editing embryos, a controversial topic, the new wave of therapies focuses on editing adult cells or specific tissues. This keeps the ethical boundaries intact while still offering transformative power. The dream of personalized, one-time genetic cures is now more than just science fiction. It's entering hospitals. The coming decade could see genetic editing become as common as surgery once was. Breakthrough number 4. Regenerative medicine and 3D bioprinting, building organs from scratch. The organ shortage crisis has long haunted the medical world. Every year, thousands die waiting for transplants that never arrive. But 2025 marks a decisive step toward solving that problem. With cutting-edge advances in 3D bioprinting, scientists are now able to print complex biological structures, including skin, cartilage, heart tissue, and even early-stage kidneys and livers, using a patient's own cells. These bioprinted tissues are created layer by layer, using special bioinks that contain living cells, growth factors, and scaffolding materials that mimic the natural extracellular matrix of the body. Once printed, these tissues can mature in bioreactors until they become functional. The advantage is extraordinary. Since they come from the patient's own cells, the risk of rejection drops to near zero. Researchers at the Wake Forest Institute for Regenerative Medicine, for instance, have successfully implanted lab-grown bladder tissues into patients. In 2025, the field has expanded further, with breakthroughs in vascularization, building blood vessel networks, making it possible to sustain larger, more complex organs. Combined with CRISPR editing, scientists can even correct genetic defects in a patient's cells before printing a new organ. Imagine, a child born with a defective heart valve might one day receive a perfect lab-grown replacement made from their own stem cells. This technology could completely redefine organ donation, trauma recovery, and reconstructive surgery. And beyond life-saving interventions, it could enhance the quality of life, from bioprinted skin for burn victims to cartilage for arthritis patients, restoring mobility, confidence, and dignity. Finally, breakthrough number 5, AI-powered diagnostics and early disease detection, the digital doctor that never sleeps. Artificial intelligence is now not just a futuristic buzzword, but an indispensable part of modern healthcare. In 2025, AI has evolved into a powerful partner for doctors, capable of detecting disease earlier, predicting risk with astonishing accuracy, and even designing personalized treatment plans. AI systems are being trained on massive datasets of medical imaging, genomics, lab results, and even voice and facial expressions. For instance, advanced AI models can detect early Alzheimer's disease from subtle speech changes, analyze retinal scans to predict cardiovascular risk, and flag cancerous cells in blood tests with near-perfect precision. This level of pattern recognition far exceeds human capability, not because AI is replacing doctors, but because it augments their abilities. In rural or underserved areas where medical expertise is scarce, AI-driven diagnostic tools can bring high-quality care to people who once had no access at all. Combined with wearable technology, smartwatches that monitor heart rhythms, glucose levels, or sleep quality, AI can detect problems before they become emergencies. It's shifting medicine from a reactive to a proactive model. Instead of treating disease, we're beginning to prevent it. There's also progress in AI-designed drugs, where algorithms identify potential drug candidates and predict their behavior in the human body faster than any lab could. In short, AI is becoming the connective tissue of the entire healthcare ecosystem, linking research, diagnostics, and personalized care into one seamless loop of continuous improvement. Now, if we look at all these breakthroughs together, immune tolerance, non-invasive neuromodulation, gene editing, organ bioprinting, and AI diagnostics, we begin to see the bigger picture. Medicine in 2025 is no longer about isolated treatments. It's about integration. It's about understanding the human body as an intelligent network of systems that can be read, edited, and even rebuilt. The immune system can be re-educated. The brain can be retuned without a single incision. Genes can be rewritten safely. Organs can be regenerated instead of replaced. And artificial intelligence can scan our biology like a constant guardian, alerting us before disease even starts. This is not just progress, it's transformation. Yet with great progress comes great responsibility. As we celebrate these medical triumphs, we must also ask hard questions. Who will have access to these technologies? Will breakthroughs like gene editing or AI diagnostics be available only to the wealthy, or can they be scaled for global benefit? Ethical regulation, transparency, and public education will be as important as the science itself. The promise of 2025's medical revolution is enormous, but its success depends on whether humanity uses these tools wisely and equitably. For those of us watching this transformation, 2025 is a year that invites optimism. The future of medicine is no longer just in the hands of doctors. It's in the collective intelligence of scientists, engineers, algorithms, and yes, even ordinary people who care about their health. The gap between disease and cure is narrowing. The dream of personalized healthcare is becoming reality, and the once impossible goal of living longer, healthier lives is closer than ever. So when you think of 2025, don't just think of another year on the calendar. Think of it as the dawn of the precision era of medicine, where every heartbeat, every cell, and every byte of data tells a story that can be understood, healed, and rewritten. These are the top 5 medical breakthroughs you should know in 2025, each one a testament to human curiosity, courage, and compassion. From the microscopic dance of genes to the vast potential of AI, the journey of medicine continues, not just toward curing disease, but toward truly understanding life itself.